Alright guys, so in order to get started making a giant lead weight or casting lead, you're going to need a source of lead. Here I've got some lead ingots that I've had for a long time. You can also use bullets, wheel weights, whatever. You're going to want a giant stainless steel spoon, a extra pot to put some scrap junk in like that, a respirator for sure. You need one of these unless you want your kids to have birth defects and go mentally retarded. Some thick leather gloves, safety glasses, a propane burner, turkey roaster, or some way to melt the lead. You can melt it on a regular campfire. It'll just be a lot harder to deal with. And a pot to melt your lead in. So there's the mold that I'm going to cast my giant plate of lead in. It's 3/4 inch thick, 24.5 inches long, and 15.5 inches wide. So the total volume of that in lead, if lead is 0.41 pounds per cubic inch, should be somewhere around 113 pounds of lead if I make this plate all the way to the top, which I plan on doing to the best of my ability. As you can see, I just took a piece of wood and nailed some scraps into it, put the nails pretty close together, that way I don't have any blowouts because lead is pretty heavy, and then slap some aluminum foil down on top of it. To save time in melting the lead, I've laid a bunch of these ingots out. They're about 1/2 inch thick. And I'm just going to pour the lead on top of them, hoping that they kind of bond to the lead.
Alright guys, so it's been about, I'd say, 10 to 15 minutes since I turned this on. And, darn it, I grabbed the handle too. We have molten lead. I'm going to go ahead and skim all this crap off the top. These are impurities. Antimony, tin, steel, well, iron. That's all the crap I'm pulling off the top. Hopefully you can see that. Just putting it in here. Alrighty. Now, I'm going to add a lot more, a whole bunch more in here. Well, maybe not. It's getting pretty heavy and hot. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and pour it. I'm going to go ahead and pour that molten lead right there into my mold. Alright guys, here goes nothing. What do you think's going to happen? Am I going to die? That's possible. Alright. That went kind of smoothly. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and fill that pot back up. Or where is it? I'm going to go ahead and fill the pot back up on the burner and dump again. Alright guys, so this time I'm actually going to fill it up with a bunch of bullets I dug out of the ground from my old firing range. Alright, I got it full of bullets. Or actually, probably halfway full of bullets. The other half of it is just bull crap. Put my lid on. And I'm going to dump it in there when I'm done. Bullets are melted. I spent way too long melting them because I thought they weren't, but when I looked a little closer, and all these brass cases, they're not brass, all these copper jackets and stuff are just empty. The lead actually is melted. I got a couple ingots in there too that aren't melted, but yeah, you can see there's some liquid lead in there. Alright, time to scoop this crap out. Dump it in there. Alright, I just cleaned all that crap out of the pot, and I'm adding more bullets to melt down. And they're melting really quickly. Don't want to make it too heavy. Now what I do is I add some, some candle wax. This is candle wax right here. And that's going to help, it's like flux. It's going to burn and help clean the lead a little bit. Alright guys, I put the candle wax in there, the flux. Now it's time to scrape this crap off, all this excess crap. These fumes are very toxic. You must wear a respirator or do this outside. Doing it with the garage door open without a respirator is not enough. I'm going to pour in that corner right there because it's a little bit unlevel. I get this bag out of the way. Ugh. All right. The time to be careful is now. Because that's heavy. Let me get over here and pour. And that has a lot of crap in it, so I'm just going to leave that. Alright, hopefully this is the final pour. Thing's heavy as freaking heck. Okay. You gotta try to aim for this corner. It's not very level, but that's okay. I don't need it to be for my purposes. Alright, let's hit the hose. There's my bucket of slag. That's an awful lot of slag. It's almost 3/4 of the way full of that thing. Dang. Alright, let's flip her over. What do you think the underside's going to look like, guys? What do you think? Oh, shit. That's too heavy. Alright. Let me get some gloves on. Alright. Oh, yep, it's too heavy for my side supports.
too heavy for me. Ugh. 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 Let's see what happens. Alright guys, there's the finished product. I've tore the tin foil off of there, and it is heavy. It's very bendable too, very flexible. This part was kind of bent down, and all I had to do was step on it to bend it back up. Oh my goodness, it is freaking heavy though. Seems solid enough. I'm going to use it as a giant weight to keep something from being easily moved. But yeah, I think that'll serve my purpose just fine. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Excellent. I'm going to put it in a bag so I don't get lead poisoning. But yep, I'm happy with it.